The screencast one, we're now on part 3 because we got cut off again after 10 minutes. So we got the triangles and we got the total surface area. I'm just going to jot this down. Of the two triangles, we got 10 and 66 meters squared. And then our last problem, we were just about to add the two, well, we didn't have to add the rectangle, so I don't know why I was adding. So we did, let's start over right here. So 2.6 times 5.1 is where we left off. So I was in a rush to actually finish that, so I don't remember if I said to add that twice. But on a triangular prism, we do not add that twice because, again, our rectangles may be a different area. Okay, so that is possible. So then we're just going to do 2.6 times 5.1. And we get 13.26. And we don't have to add that twice. Because again, our rectangles are going to be different. The only time they're the same is in a rectangular prism. So now in another color, I need to highlight. I have 2 more rectangles to look at. My next rectangle, let's look at the one that's on a slant facing like the back corner. So if we look here, we need to know kind of like that bottom side. So if we look across from it, we see the 5.1. So then we have 5.1 for one side, which can be my length. And then I need to figure out my width of this rectangle. It's not marked in this picture because the other side, so if we're looking at this side right here that I'm re-highlighting, if you look the opposite, neither one of these are labeled. So in this picture, it's not marked, but we're going to mark a tick mark right there and a tick mark right there. So if you see 2 tick marks in a figure, that means that those 2 line segments are congruent. So if the line segment over here with the tick mark says 3 meters, the other line segment with the tick mark will also mean 3 meters. So we're going to use that as the other side. So then we have 5.1 times 3. I'm going to type that in, and I'm going to get 15.3. And then that is going to be our meters squared. We have one more side left because we do have 3 rectangles in a triangular prism. So my last rectangle is going to be this one. It is on a slant, but it's facing us. And this one is also 3 times 5.1. So if you look below, right here, we actually already solved that problem. So we know that's already a 15.3 or 15 3/10. So we can then add another 15 3/10 to that. So those 2 rectangles are congruent. They have the same area. So 15.3 times or plus 15.3, we get 30.6. So now I'm going to add all of those together. So I'm going to use a different color. So I have 30.6, I have 13.26, and I have 10.66. So I'm going to add those all up. So I have, let me write these out for you. So what I'm doing in my calculator is I'm taking 10 and 66 hundredths, and I'm adding it to 13 and 26 hundredths. And then that's 6. And then adding that to my other 2 rectangles, that added up to 30 point, and that is 0, 30.6. And then I'm just totaling all of those up to find my total surface area of the entire triangular prism. And then I got 54 and 52 hundredths. Please check my work with your calculator. And then I got meters squared because we were talking about area. So then that is going to be our final answer. So please go ahead, if you guys still have time after this video, you will be given the rest of this session to work on your homework assignment.